welcome back to Gold Rush 21. I spent the day yesterday prospecting. Didn't get back until very late. If you remember last week, I made a quick video for Darlene, pretty much, or anybody, to kind of the basics of how to pan, especially that fine black sand and everything that we get here. And I ended up finding, turns out to be like 8 flakes. Very, very, very small, but I don't think that's going to show up. But there are 8 tiny little flakes in there, and so basically it was bothering me. I was like, I can't be missing that much gold in the gold wheel, because I got fly poop coming out of that thing. So I took, that pan there only had like 2 actual tablespoons out of that black sand. And so what I did is I took my little shovel there, and I took about half a shovel, put it in my pan, and I panned it down in my tub here, and I found one micro fly poop in there. And so the only thing I could think is, by the time I'm done digging all day and everything, and I finally get home, I'm excited to see what I got. I know there's gold in there, and so I do my ritual of putting everything down and saving my gravels for my Emma Gemma, and then I take the rest of it and I bring it over here to my tub, and to get all the remaining sandy light sand material off. But by then my pan's pretty full, and this is just what I think I'm doing. I'm breaking the rule that I said during that video, is patience. So I have concentrates in my pan, not just gravels, but concentrates. I am rushing and I'm agitating it and such, but I'm not, because there's so much in the pan. I'm panning it like I would at the river, where it's not concentrates, it's a bunch of gravels, and the heavies go down pretty quick. These concentrates, if you let it sit, will turn into almost like concrete. So what I did is, this needs to be changed anyway, so you can see even there, dumping that, see that cloudy stuff there? That's just the stuff I'm trying to get off the pan so I don't run it through the wheel. But let me see if I can't get the rest of this out. But look at all that actual concentrates in there that shouldn't be there. This is why you should actually pan in a bin like this, but I can guarantee you that's where the gold came from. I was expecting, I showed you that cloudy stuff coming out. That should all be light material, but I think because I'm so impatient, I'm kind of tired from the day, I'm excited to see what's in there. I have too much concentrates in my pan. I'm not agitating it enough to get the gold all the way down by the time I'm flushing it out. So I am going out to go find me some nugs today, and I'm going to take that and put it in another separate container, and when I get back, I'll have fresh concentrates, and I'll probably be able to give you a better example of what I'm talking about. But prospecting is a learning curve. You try things, it works, it doesn't work, you make little improvements. To me, this is just like all the lessons you learn over time. I broke my own rule of being impatient, put too much in my pan, so when I start using this tub again, I'm going to really take my time, and maybe, it might take me 2 or 3 pans to get it down to the sands to put in my gold wheel. So, it's a beautiful day. Good day to go find me a nug. Gold Rush 21. Well, welcome back. Gold Rush 21. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, but it's begun to melt. I went to a few different spots, came back to this one. Yeah, basically here, I'll show you. You can kind of see the color of the water. The melt has begun. I even came back to a spot. Now I could, try to work my way over to there and get my machete and bushwhack in a little bit, but this water is just going to continue to come up. Heck, I'm on this hill where you see me slide my sled down, and there's those logs, and yeah, it's up. It's just up too far. But I had a great day yesterday. Still got a couple things I could fiddle fart and get my goal fix in on. Still kind of wrestling with myself if I want to try to work my way over there, but what I'm really worried about with this really warm temperature coming, this water is just going to keep coming up. That's what we saw yesterday with all the creeks and rivers upriver, farther up, were rising. And as beautiful as it is, yeah, I got one more spot I'm going to take a look at. But who can complain there? So, still, beautiful day to do something. I think do a little more sightseeing, maybe, scope out some of the high waters. That's a good thing to do, by the way. If you're trying to find spots or understand how things move, go to spots where you think, and then see the high water and see how it moves. Bottom line is, make the best of it. I'm going to make the best of today. Even if I don't find a spot, I can fire off that barbecue and do me some good food. So, enjoy yourself. Gold Rush 21. Welcome back. Well, as you saw, the upriver, the melt started, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and do some barbecue later. So I got my tub all cleaned out. I'm going to see how much I screwed up. You can see how much concentrates are in there, and I think I just put too many in there at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and use this nice weather and this time to see just what it is. And of course, I'm not going to use the small pan. I'm going to go ahead and use my prospecting pan. It's not the super sluice like everybody's so famous of. It's actually called, I don't know what it's called, but it's my favorite pan. The SP14 Super Pan. Dun, dun, dun. But I like it better because instead of two really large ripples, it has they're still good catch ripples, but the big key is actually the big, window area. Oh, crap. The big window area here. So like when I was using this little one, you can handle more material, but as you pull it back, it gives you a bigger window to swirl everything down. So we're going to see where that gold came from. I got fresh everything. I still think I was just being impatient, so looking at the quantity of that for basically this entire years of clean out, I'll probably have to do a couple scoops at a time, but we'll see. At least I'll get my gold fix on, and I'll eat some good barbecue later. Gold Rush 21. Gold Rush 21. So just an update. I took this shovel and I scooped about that much into my pan, maybe a little more, and I got her down to about here, and I already seen gold, so we definitely found it. In fact, some of these are really fine, so I'm going to do the swirling technique a couple times here. And, well, there you go. I don't even have to go any further than that right now. Right there, you can see the gold. It's already showing up, and that was only one shovelful, one small little garden shovelful. So let's do a pull back here just for. Oh, yep, see, right on there. You got to be careful you don't pull everything down. So I'm going to take my finger and just push these back up. Like that. A bigger piece right there, you can see. So yeah, I think the problem was I was being impatient, because there's a lot of micro dots, which, okay, I can accept that, but there's some good sized flake in here. Even another giveaway is those lead. That lead's heavy. I shouldn't have splashed it out. And I know I did an instructional video before, but I gotta tell you, like, there's a piece of gold there. You gotta be careful, because this sand is pulling back, and kind of like a surfboard, it will that sand will carry that stuff back. So bottom line is that of one shovelful, I definitely got at least a dozen flakes in there, and some good sized ones too. So what I'm gonna do, yes, I'm wearing glasses because I'm blind as a bat. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish panning this pan out, and I'll let you see what it is, and then I'll finish that bucket. I'm not gonna use my wheel. I'm just gonna go ahead and enjoy myself. Probably grab a Blue Mountain Hydration or the good stuff in the sippy cup. Haven't decided yet, but I'm going to pan all that down by hand, because the rivers and the creeks were all too full anyway. So once I see what's in one small little garden shovelful, I'm a knucklehead. I got to practice what I preach. Patience. When you're panning, patience. Not saying I have any, but you need to have it. Gold Rush 21. Okay, well, this is just a follow-up. I got it down to just a tiny bit, and you can see there's quite a bit of gold left in there. So yeah, I found where I was leaving the gold. But some of this gold is so fine, I'm going to go ahead and do the swirling technique, and we'll see what we get together. So let's swirl her around. Big swirls with this pan. You can do a lot bigger area. So you just take it easy. It pulls the sands towards the center. You can go as fast as you want, but you got to watch that window to make sure you're not pulling any gold down with it. If this was any pan anywhere else, this would be an amazing pan. Being in my own panning tub, kind of disappointed in myself, but again, everything is about learning. So again, I'm just going to continue to swirl, 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 swirl. Almost there. Almost done. Come on, last bit of it there. And this is how I do in the small pan, just to get every little speck of sand off of my gold. Some of this gold's no bigger than a piece of fly shit. So Okay, a couple little specks come down with it, micro dots. I think that's one there too. Okay, always dip your finger because it sticks to your finger. Alright, let's take a closer look. Okay, people. That is one, well, truthfully, it's not even a heaping shovel full. Not even a heaping shovel full. Not sure if I can get all that without the glare, but you do see all the sands went right to the center. If I wanted to get rid of those, I could. So I would have to say, you know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 good flakes, some decent sized flour, and then at least another 9 or 10 or a dozen or more micro dots. So there you have it. We never stop learning. Patience, patience. It's going to take a lot of work to pan those out because they are concentrates, but I'm going to do it by hand and just enjoy myself. That's a good clean out. That's a good clean out. If that was a pan on the river or a creek, I'd probably be playing with myself right now. Being it's in my tub, nah, I'm just going to get them nugs. Maybe there's a nug down there. I've definitely seen a lot of garnets, but Gold Rush 21. Beautiful day. Well, got her done. Wasn't quite as much as I thought it was actually going to be after that first shovelful, but we got her done. So it's all in here. Let's see. I'll use my small pan here. Let's see what we got. Now this is just how I dump my snuffer bottle. I fill it all the way up because the really fine gold can stick. So we're just gonna, I just shake it to make sure everything comes off the walls and the tops. There we go. Alright, let's take a look. I'm just going to use this to kind of push it all up to one side. All I do is I just fill it up and I just push it up there. That's probably good enough, I think. Alright, let's see if I can't get a better look at this. So, there we go. It's not an enormous amount. After that first pan, I was thinking if it was all going to be like that, but the problem is there are some good-sized flakes in there. A lot of tiny ones, but bottom line, lesson learned. Take your time. Take your time. Gotta teach myself too. But another good lesson, you know, if you're just panning for fun at the creek and everything, or the river or whatever, and, you know, remember, gold floats. So even some of the techniques I showed you ain't gonna work, because that if I was to even now take that water down to where it's not underwater, the minute the water comes around to it, it's going to carry it and it's going to float around everywhere. But that's why I use Jet Dry or whatever off-brand you want. So the best thing to do if you're trying to do a lot and not just fiddle farting is get her down to black sands and such, and then save it and bring it home and pan it in a tub. So if you mess up like I do, you can always come back to it later, or maybe even on a rainy day or whatever, and pan it, and who knows, you might end up with a few nugs like I did. So lesson learned, beautiful day. It's time to fire off my barbecue and get some food going. Gold Rush 21. It was a fun day.